All right, so next up we have Joystick on here. This is a duck I have never seen play before, so I'm not really sure what we're going to be into in terms of a player aspect. However, if there we're going to play the character against that we see right here, it's going to be Rosalina. Um, it looks like this. So I don't know if he's a sub or non-sub. So we're either getting a best of three or best of five. So we'll see how long he stays on. But
He's best Rosalina in Europe.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Rosalina definitely got a lot easier in this game because you can't rage jank you anymore. It's pretty much the same matchup that it was before, though, except I think Clay Pigeon does a little bit more damage to Luma than it did in the past, just because he also had the particle hitboxes as well. So that's a good buff. Obviously, Luma's not nearly as much of an issue as she was before, so it doesn't go out as far. Like when you just like toss it out, it stays closer, so it's kind of easier to pelt Luma with like clay pigeons and cans as well. Of course, you can still do the gravitational pull and all that, but it doesn't work against gunmen, so that shot will always be able to hit her still. So you don't really need to worry about that. So overall, she got reduced kill power. Her neutral got worse. Um, that's kind of all you really need to know. So she just kind of got nerfed overall in the matchup, and it's not like Duck Hunt really got dramatically nerfed in any way. And with our smash attacks being more consistent, like if you get like the right hard read punish, you can just hard punish her because like her moves don't really like if she's landing with like certain aerials, they've always had like a decent amount of lag to them. It's just that Luma's absurdly safe. Like if you do, let's see, like down air. So neutral air is very safe. That moves great. But the thing is, since we're so short, it actually can be a little bit hard to hit us. So we can like down tilt under that pretty easily. Um, Forward air, like that's a negative 14 on shield. So if she spaces that bad, you can just up smash. Okay, that's insane. Back air is negative 4 on shield. I, I have no idea why.
Really?
Yeah, like that's just Rosalina, not
Back
even
it.
the Luma hit. Yeah. Um, Down air -7 if she does it. However, she's probably going to be doing it in the air. So most likely after you shield both down airs, Luma and the Rosalina one, you can just jump out of shield and back air her or nair her. So that's like a little bit deceptive. So like really the only one that you're worrying about is like back air because like she can just kind of land with that and you won't be able to punish that. And it's frame 9, so it's not like that slow. Forward air, if that hits your shield, you're good. Um, so yeah, down air. If she tries to like space around that, just make sure you just do an aerial out of shield to punish her. And okay, let's see what we're in for. And always try to take out Luma as early as possible. Okay, so we'll do the count off. You ready?
Okay.
Or actually, do you have any thoughts about the matchup yourself?
Rosalina.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I think the biggest part of neutral, you want to bait out what's the move called?
Down B?
Her down B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gravitational pull.
Because most commonly roses will use that a lot to get rid of your projectiles.
Yes.
So to get around that, you can throw out can and wait, and then try and hit her as she does the gravitation pull. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it is.
So you mostly want to bait her out a lot with grabs, forward air, etc., etc. Um, oh yeah, and in my opinion, if you get a grab, definitely try and throw Rosalina away, but take away Luma.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So I think it's definitely important to get rid of Luma as quick as possible. So I think getting a grab while throwing Rosalina away, you can just beat up Luma and try and throw Luma off stage.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. No, that's never too hard to do. Um,
Yeah.
oh, does Luma's bear come out the same? Let me check that real quick. So Luma's back air comes out frame 10, so it's one frame after Rosalina's. So it's probably even safer on
Oh,
shield than that.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, you ready for the count off?
Yes.
Okay, so three, two, one.
Sinon, des approches, tu peux camper un peu plus en balançant +2. Peut-être trop impatient, quoi.
Yeah, I actually have no idea what things you might have on there.
I think the DDD, yeah.
What?
I was just thinking to myself, the
Oh.
match is about to start for me.
Ooh, so yeah, Lilat,
Lilat.
never a fan of going to. So yeah, immediately starting off with the gravitational pulls. Definitely, the Black Coat Gunman can be one of your best friends to have on this, just because it will not shoot the can. So by having that, the Black Coat can actually shoot shoot Rosalina, and then you can still have the can come in afterwards. Ooh, it was a little bit off. If he hit the can a little bit earlier, probably would have clipped her box. Ooh, yeah, you always got to make sure you buffer an option too.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, they also have to remember, if you get Ledge Trumped, hold in, and then you'll avoid that punish entirely. Okay, got one Clay Pigeon. Yeah, so definitely when you're doing Clay Pigeon against Rosalina and Luma, it's much better to go and just do an aerial while Luma's still there, just because Luma kind of messes up the way the hits work. Like, everything just kind of lingers a little bit too long. So your chains can be a little bit inconsistent until you get rid of Luma. Oh, he didn't go for Luma there.
He tried to chase the Rosa.
Yeah, I mean, the upper might have been able to kill because it's Lilat, but still, I would just get the safety. And like, see, yeah, Luma's still there.
Oh. He
I like that.
definitely...
What are you saying?
There was that one point where he got back to stage.
Mm-hmm.
He retreated to neutral, but I think at that time he could definitely threw Luma off stage.
Oh, definitely.
So I feel like at the moment he's worrying about his space a lot, like now.
Yeah.
But when they got back on stage, he immediately dashed to ledge, used Gunman, and that forced himself off stage. So,
yeah.
And we don't want that.
No, you definitely don't. But he just needs to focus on Luma better, too, because he has not been doing a good job of that. I did not know Luma was into the Star KO animations now. That is really funny, actually.
Oh, Luma?
Yeah, Luma just actually disappeared with Rosalina off the top. It was kind of funny to see. But definitely, I want to see more focus go on the Luma. We also need to make sure that we are watching how we're recovering, because we're just jumping like crazy. I don't see a lot of air dodges coming in, directional air dodges either, and that just got called out extremely hard. The other thing too is when Rosalina's going to attack you, you can just can it and then just DIN.
I feel like the duck hunt needs to be a little more patient while shielding, because
definitely.
When the Roses keep attacking the shield with Nair, the duck hunt keeps jumping right after. So I think he could either wait or either wait a bit and then try to call out his jump for him trying to predict your jump as well.
Yes, no, I agree with that. Oh, going back to Lilat? I don't agree with this.
It's random stages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this isn't a tournament set. That's right. Yeah, okay, we're getting no projectile setup at all. This is a matchup that you are going to try and camp each other as much as possible, so that way you both can just go in with your own setup. And do not land on top of Rosalina. Never ever do that.
Pair's broken.
Yeah.
Super destroyed.
And also up smash, her head's intangible and everything. That should have been a hard punish. Keep in mind, dash attack obliterates Luma too. That sends her across half the entire stage. So that's something that you want to be doing. And again, just watch the character. You're really not watching where that character is at all. You're just running into everything she's throwing at you. Okay, good hit on Luma there. So that's the perfect spacing. Yeah, I was about to say, now that there's no more Luma, you can just kind of go to town with Clay Pigeon. And it's if you land Clay Pigeon at 70, 80 on this stage, she should be dead. Yeah, so there, after that can exploded, you could have just done bear out of shield, and you would have probably killed her if you got the tipper.
Okay.
Yeah, see, yeah, no, don't be doing the gunman like right next to her. Like you need to have like full staging before you throw that out. Also, watch how you're moving. Like it was pretty obvious you had to drift more to the left there. Kill Luma! What are you doing? Like you have to remember, like if you knock Luma off stage, like Luma's dead. All you have to do is just jump and bear, and then that's it. Stop being this like. You have no idea you could hit Luma or something because like, you weren't even bothering to acknowledge it's there. You need to acknowledge Luma's there, and you need to deal with it. Okay, so like that's a free punish there. Like you could have up smashed out a shield there, or just grabbed, just done anything. Dash attack isn't remotely safe at all. Don't just clay pigeon right next to her.
Really risky.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the gravitational pull, like she doesn't even have to think for a second to like get rid of that. See, like, okay, there we go. Now we got a good clay pigeon there. Oh yeah, now also watch your can pulls. See, I think if you didn't turn around, you might have been able to at least like hit Luma. Oh, just do not. So like once she charges, like she's locked into launching Luma, and because you're below the ledge, there's absolutely no way for that move to hit you unless you decide to go on stage. Which is perfectly fine, because like she cannot cover the ledge at that distance without Luma. And the other thing too is like now because like Rage has been so nerfed on her, you don't even have to like worry about her killing you off a grab. It's like, just hold shield, take the throw. I see like the okay, at least Luma was dead. I couldn't hear the audio.
Yeah.
And then again, like right there, gravitational pull, that was a free hit. Like, I don't think he had enough time to like really throw out a smash attack, but you could have just like run up nared or just like dash attack or something. Also, yeah, now watch how you're. I mean, I don't know if you intended for Gunman to shoot the can, but like if you weren't, be more aware of that. At 120% up air is going to kill, so you didn't even have to bother going for it. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Straightforward. I mean, if you're talking about the one that's on screen, he is not being proactive at all. Like he's just trying to hit Rosalina with everything, but like that's like just ignoring how to play the matchup entirely. And like the only reason why he won that one's because he like SD'd at 0 at the very beginning. Like he only took 2 stocks off of Rosalina.
Try it again.
I think he might have picked somebody might have picked Lilat. At least if you get it 3 times in a row. Or not like the random stages are set to that. Okay, so there we go. Then he could have just done an up air and hit. He could have done an up air to hit Luma even if like Rosalina was able to jump away. That was kind of tricky, but the Rosalina was smart enough to catch on. Good spacing on that clay pigeon. Definitely not something I'd recommend, but at least it was implemented well there. Okay, so that one, I like the back air just because like I wouldn't have been confident in a down air landing, and that back air also does deal with Luma too. Oh yeah, you need to be covering the center. So when you have the can going out, so can covered center, and that's going to cover the left, you need to cover center and right. And at 93%, you could have definitely gotten the kill on her if you knew what you were looking for. You also don't be spamming gunmen. Make sure you understand the timings for it. That was a beautifully timed jump there. Oh, you also had the bear can set up there with the reverse there, so you could have actually continued the pressure on the ledge and prevented that up smash from connecting.
Yeah, definitely could condition her to ledge more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you could have also like because of the way that air hitbox was, you could have actually just hit her with that can there. So that was actually a good use of gunman just because of the way Clay Pigeon landed. There would have been a.
Oh, you got the kill.
Yeah. No, like there, that's the right choice. Because like it was very awkward to get like the second Clay Pigeon off of that, so I really like that gunman use there. Oh god, that was a scary little thing there. Remember, don't land on top of Rosalina. Okay, so that was a good setup there. Just like make her deal with that, and then he has to shield the gunman because he cannot gravitational pull that. And also watch those jumps. Like that's like day one scrub slayer stuff right there. Like go more to ledge or something like that. Don't burn your double jump there. Again, not using your air dodges too. Like if you did a nair air dodge there, the up smash would have whiffed and you'd have been in a prime place to punish. Okay, yeah, no. So we got rid of Loma. Yeah, you were a little bit off your timing there. Also, don't be afraid to edgeguard Rosalina. Rosalina is not great at recovering on her own. So, like, just, you can just go off stage and hit her. Ooh, yeah, don't be spamming your specials. That was really tricky. Luckily, you were high enough that she couldn't really just hit you with an up smash. But she could have definitely hit you with an up air. Again, moments like that, take care of Luma. Okay, and Luma's gone. Yeah, no, don't be just whiffing grabs there. And, like, especially, like, at 121%, like, on Rosalina, I don't think you're going to get the kill off a down throw at this percent. I think she's going to be a little bit too high unless she forgets to air dodge.
Oh, that was risky, no.
Yeah. And yeah, don't, like, just throw Kalei Pitch in her face. Like, you need to be a lot smarter about what moves you're using, like, right up close against her. Oh god, that was scary. So you have to remember when you do the special landing of duck jump, you land with like 30 frames of end lag. Like you are very, very easy to just like hit and kill there. So do not land on stage with that move at all. Like do an aerial, do something before you land. Because like if you do like an air or something like that, you only have like 9 frames.
I think after that grab, you could have definitely like forward tilt or something, because that would definitely get rid of Luma.
Yeah. Also, forward tilt would have killed at that percent too. The ledge. Oh no, yeah, no. Candace's gonna kill you at that. You have to be way more careful with how you're using it.
Okay.
So he's holding down. You have to hold down on your analog stick in order to do it. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Wait. He had it. Okay, so actually, Joystick told me this. If you guys are on the Duck Hunt Discord, he said that his left analog stick has vertical snapback issues. So basically, it like holds down, and it messes up his fast follows. So in this case, I think it prevented him from actually snapping the ledge because of that. So that's rough. So okay, that probably wasn't intentional. So like in those instances, you need to make sure you do an aerial.
For sure.
Yeah. That's why he was up airing some. You should be up airing a lot in this stage. Like you definitely want to be doing that. But yeah, no, that was probably the main issue. Okay, so let's see if he's still on. I think did he quit after this? Yeah, it looks like it's another player afterwards. So, Owl, your thoughts?
From my... Oh, God. You there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So, from what I noticed, in neutral a lot, he would throw projectiles like Can and Gunman. I think there's a lot of times where you could have punished her, but I feel like the Ducker might be a bit scared sometimes, because I noticed instead of trying and punish her, like when she jumps or when she does gravitational pull, he always retreats the ledge and throw projectiles. And I think him being much closer to that ledge is much more risky, but it gives Rosalina more stage control. So I think he should definitely try to be more aware of the situation. So if the Rosalina like does gravitational pull and on her positioning,
Yeah.
you should definitely try to keep mid stage a lot, but at the same time try not to be too close to her, unless you definitely know you're gonna hit her with like a forward air or something or a grab based on where she is.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important to not always do retreat to ledge because that definitely limits a lot of your options and your spacing in general.
Yes.
Mm. And like we keep saying, you should be a lot more careful with your jumps because you definitely do not want to be above Rosalina because she has very good tools to keep juggling you.
Yeah, no, that's
So
for sure.
definitely try to avoid being above her.
Okay. Yeah, no,
And in general, try to keep your jumps. In my opinion,
yeah, no, I mean that's kind of really just like general things you should be doing against like pretty much any character out there.
of course.
But yeah, no, like the big thing with Rosalina, she does not have good get off me tools without Luma too. So that's something you can abuse like crazy. Like her moves are meant to like wall out in zone. So like that's why they're kind of like, a little bit slow, a little bit long, very big. So like when you get in her zone, like you can just like keep like hitting her like crazy. And there's not too much you can do. Like with Luma, she's got some things that are gonna be really fast. Like her up tilt's frame 3 with Luma. Jab with Luma's like frame 4, but without it's frame 5. And then like her aerials will also change too. So like back air we saw is like 1 frame slower. Neutral air frame 7 with Luma, but frame 9 with Rosalina, and that starts behind her, so that's not a good get off me tool. Forward air with her is like frame 10, so that's not too great. Back air's 9, which isn't too bad. And then like up air is when she can hit you in front if she has Luma. If there is no Luma, then it's only on top of her, and then like Luma's is frame 6 versus her frame 8. And down air's kind of a similar situation, but that moves slow. Like Luma's hitbox comes out frame 15, hers is 17. So like when you take out Luma, you just kind of go in and then you just like you just keep hitting her as much as possible until like Luma comes back and you try to deal with that as quickly as possible. So stage control is very important and like knowing how to pressure her properly is very important too. And then just like also abusing her off stage as well. So like if you can time your can throws correctly and like she's too low to gravitational pull, like she has to up B and avoid your can or she has to avoid you. So once you really get really good at like timing your edge guards, you can just hit her pretty easily as well. So that's something that you can do. But like those are things that will come with practice. And like considering what I was seeing, I kind of saw like a lot of fear against Rosalina, and in this game you really don't need that. Like she is not that scary to fight anymore. So know how to kill Luma. Do not be afraid to kill Luma, and make sure you are trying to kill Luma for sure. And then know how to put on the pressure after that, and find those openings, and you'll succeed a lot. So focus a lot on the neutral and focus on punishing Luma. Then after that, focus on edge guarding to reduce the amount of time that you're playing neutral with her, because that's really the name of the game. If you take care of Luma, they're not going to be playing neutral as much, so that gives you a huge advantage. And if you're able to go into her zone and prevent her from really setting anything up, then there's not much she can do. It's kind of like duck hunt with can. A duck hunt with can is way scarier than a duck hunt without can, so they're always trying to get that out. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one.